Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hibou 3 HD reactions, and I know I'm very late on this. Believe me, I noticed the day it dropped, but I was I was doing a little break there from the channel. Those of you that know what happened to my channel got kind of GG'd. It might be savable, but I'm not sure at this point, so I'm just moving on with 3 HD at this point. So here we are. Those of you that do know what happened, we basically lost 2 HD because of manga vids. Pretty much. It was mainly Kingdom. Kingdom is where I got all the strikes and stuff, but if Kingdom can get hit, all manga vids can get hit pretty much, you know? So I'm gonna be more cautious now. So I don't think I'm gonna be showing panels anymore. So my videos from now on are going to be strictly reactions, only the manga vids. So I'm sorry for those of you that, you know, join or tune in for the panels, but I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So it's going to be only reactions. If you're watching on the computer, you know, you could pull up the same chapter as I am and kind of just read side by side. Those of you that are on mobile and stuff, I'm really sorry, man. It's the only thing I can think of at this point. Like, I've been backed into a corner pretty badly. So, yeah. But, yeah, here we are. Attack on Titan 108. We're going to just jump into this. See what's going down. Sound argument. All right. The rest of the military volunteers must go smoothly. Leave it to Commander Peaks's. He will get the job done, although that sort of thing is supposed to be our job. Part 2 of the Part 2 story. Okay. Even if it all goes well, the volunteer soldiers have done so much for us, and here we are making them begrudge us like this. You pity those Marleyan now? Nile? You're drunk as a skunk, rogue. This alcohol the Marleyans make is delicious. They have done so much for us. That's exactly why we can't let them do as they please around here. It would be a different story if we could really trust that guy they idolize and call their leader. Ooh. After all, we are the people of Ymir. If Eren and Zeke will really be able to control the power of the original Titan, they could play around with all of our memories, you know? That's scary to think about. Oh, don't tell me they're starting to... Oh, I don't like where this convo is going, to be honest. So you're planning to take the volunteer soldiers as hostages and make them obey? You really think that'll work? On a man like Zeke? Hell if I know. I have no idea what a guy nearing the end of his life might want. And he always made us rack our brains trying to understand what he's about anyway. Man, I knew it would come to something like this in the end. Which, yo, he's right on that, because even us as readers do not know what the fuck Zeke is planning, bro. Like, he's up to something bigger than this whole you know, working with fucking the Eldians and stuff. I'm pretty sure he has some alter motive, you know what I mean? The plan was for Zeke to arrive on the island and then have Queen Historia turn it into a Titan and eat him. We didn't expect she'd get pregnant and take off to mess around. Yo, we still don't know who got Historia pregnant. I'm excited to find out who it is. A lot of people are saying it's Eren, but I don't know. If it would make sense for it to be Eren, but I know Mikasa wouldn't like that shit. Imagine Eren knocks up Historia and Mikasa. Yo, that would be crazy. To think she'd hook up with that guy without a proper marriage. Should have expected that. After all, she's just a lowborn who's a queen in name only. Jeez. Hey, stop that. This guy, man. The queen has the right to choose her partner, and our investigation showed that the man in question has no ties to anyone who might want to do her harm. He's just a young man who was born and raised in the same area as Queen Historia. I heard that he used to throw rocks at the queen, who back then in early childhood never left the family farm. Okay, so it's not Eren. It might even be somebody we don't know, which I don't really like, to be honest. I was hoping it would be somebody that, you know, we were familiar with. Seems he liked to tease her. He helped out in the orphanage, supervised by the queen out of guilt for what he had done as a child. He did back-breaking work there for several years, keeping his face hidden from her and not saying a word until the queen noticed him. Oh, look at her. She's so grown now. Oh, man. I don't give a damn about the story of their budding romance. The problem here is, why would the queen do something so selfish and irresponsible now of all times? Even if it's just by name, she's still the ruler of this land, you know. She's a puppet queen. We forced on the throne after seizing a chance for the coup d'etat. We have all forced a terrible fate on her and made her carry a terrible burden on our behalf. Now you want to intervene in her love life as well? None of us have that right. That's not what I'm trying to say here. The problem is the timing of this pregnancy. Our plan was put off because the queen became pregnant with a baby carrying royal blood. Someone told her that the army was planning to have her eat Zeke as soon as possible. And so she should become pregnant, because then we wouldn't make her turn into a Titan until after the birth. Oh. So you think that's what she was planning? She did that on purpose just so that someone must have given her that advice. That was probably Eren. Because Eren's been protecting her throughout this whole thing. He feels bad for her. Our queen is also a brave soldier who escaped death many times. Are you saying she's suddenly hesitant to inherit the power of the Beast Titan? It would make sense if she had an interest in keeping Zeke alive a little longer. But is there any basis for us to jump to such a conclusion? The one who gave that advice to the queen is someone who wants Zeke to keep on living on this island. In other words, it's one of the military volunteers. Eren. It must have been Yelena. I don't think so. She's a little crazy, but also very bright at the same time, which is what makes her so dangerous. Those guys are up to something. Isn't the fact the queen's pregnancy saved Zeke from death proof enough? You should stop drinking so much, Roeg. If we do it now, we can still make it in time. But if she's pregnant and we make her turn into a Titan, the child will surely die. Our biggest concern is the health and safety of the queen. To make matters worse, there is significant danger in her childbirth as well. That is a good argument, one that might bring ruin to this country. Hey, bring me another glass, Marleyan. You see the irony in this scene? Is like the Eldians used to weigh on the Marleyans hand and foot, and now it seems like the Marleys are the fucking Niccolo. This is the recommended wine of the day, right? Just this scene right here just screams poison to me. I may be bugging, but that scene right there was very suspicious for some reason. This is the poisonous wine of the day, right? That you recommended, right? Oof. Everybody's so serious. Who would have thought Commander Pixis would use such hard-line measures on the military volunteers? The entire plan was settled upon while we were gone infiltrating Marley. Seems like the military volunteers will be placed under house arrest in separate areas. They know how close the survey corps are to them, so they made sure we would not be made aware of the plan in advance. It was inevitable. Until we make sure what Zeke's real intentions are, they still pose a threat. Everybody is suspicious of Zeke, man. Which they should be. And why is Eren suddenly cooperating with Zeke's plan? He was communicating with Zeke directly, just the two of them. What were they talking about? The only people who know the answer to that are the two in question. you guys, tell me something. Does that thing even look like Eren to you? I don't think so. That person is not the Eren we know. If he really... I mean, Eren has all the memories, you know? There's no way you could be the same person anymore after that. He's broken. I mean, how many generations worth of, you know, like memories and heartbreak, death, all of that? It's too much for one brain to take, man. Choose the side of some brother with whom he didn't even share a mother over hours. If that was really the case, what would you do? What would you do? There's a chance we might have to kill him. We need to prepare for that outcome. Connie? Wow. I mean, I knew these guys have changed, but damn. They really are. I mean, so much has happened, it makes sense. But fuck. Yeah, saying something like that to Mikasa though, like what type of a response do you expect? You have to get through Mikasa first if you even plan to, you know, put a scratch on Eren. I will never let you do that. Are you on their side too? Mikasa. That will never happen. Eren cares about us more than anything else. That panel kind of looked like she didn't truly believe what she was saying. Do you remember what happened on the day 1 year ago? Hey, do you really have to do this? I'm pretty sure we don't have to be doing this. We're only doing this because some idiot said that this will strengthen our bodies and help develop the island. It's true that we have nothing to do now but wait for an answer from Hizuru. They say we shouldn't get our hopes up. They're going to use the argument that Eldians deserve, what did they call it? Human rights. And they need to convince them the natural resources here are worth it. In short, the plan is to use the connection with Hizuru to start building international relations with the rest of the world. If we can get enough allies and make international ties, we might not need to rely on the world flattening weapon. And Historia won't need to suffer so much. We're grasping at straws here, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. Hanji. Good job working in this heat. We're only here because we need to watch over this idiot. Is there something urgent you need to tell us? You brats are just getting bigger and bigger. We just received word from Azumabito. And? It's no good. Looks like Hizuru is not willing to help us. What? As we thought, Hizuru wants to have all of the Paradis Island's resources to themselves. Ah, fucking greed, man. So they are unwilling to help us trade with other nations. There is an activist group protesting for the protection of Eldian human rights, but they are seen as a group of eccentrics with no one willing to support their cause. Not to mention, some countries in the world find it convenient to have Paradis Island as a source of potential danger, because this common threat supposedly keeps the other nations united and stable. Things just keep getting more and more difficult. So we have no choice but to rely on the world flattening weapon. And there is no way we can avoid sacrificing Historia. Looks like it. In the treaty we signed with Hizuru, it says that we will enter a military alliance backed by the weapon. No way. The world wants us to pay the price for the misdeeds of our ancestors? They marked us as devils without even trying to see what our real intentions are. Why won't any of them at least try and resolve this peacefully? I think it's because they don't understand. They don't know us, so they fear us. That's how it is, always. That's right. Even if we keep relying on the Azumabito and keep trying to seek allies, the result will stay the same. The world will never trust someone they can't even see. That's why we should go and meet them. If there is something unknown, we should go ahead and investigate. Isn't that what the Survey Corps is all about? Hanj with the speech. Set up a point of operations in Marley and infiltrate from there. That's what Commander Hanj is suggesting, right? And there we could try real Marleyan food. No Sasha. Sasha! It would be useful to see what's going on in the outside world with our own eyes. We've been relying on the volunteer soldiers and Miss Kiyomi as our only sources of information until now. What should I take with me? It would be bad if I got diarrhea. So we should take some stomach medicine with us and a toothbrush and something that tastes like home. Are you even listening? Niccolo said they have all sorts of alcoholic drinks over there. The good thing is that apparently the Eldian language is an international language, so we will be able to communicate with many countries without issues. But we'll have to be careful about our accents and able to read in writing. If the world realizes that all we want is peace, it may be as Commander Hanj said, and we will be able to change things for the better. If only we had a little more time. Zeke only has 2 years left. And I only have a little over 5. We have to decide on who will inherit my titans soon. Oof. Oof. I will take them. You can't. We still don't know enough about the Ackerman family. You're also half Asian. They say that even if you can turn into a titan, it might be dangerous, remember? I wonder what it would actually be like if an Ackerman became a titan, bro. Like, what? I almost feel like it would be 100% like synchronization, you know what I mean? Like, they already have like titan experimentation shit going on with them. So it's almost like they'd be a perfect fit, right? They'd just become stronger, maybe. I don't know. Besides, you already made all sorts of promises to the Hiruzu. What will you do about those if you turn into a titan? There are too many reasons why it shouldn't be you. Gina's right. Then who else? I'll do it. I mean, that's such a difficult choice. To accept that you will die 13 years from the moment you become a titan. You know, it's like, damn. I know there's a lot of shit going on, but that's a marked death date. You know, like, no matter what, 13 years from then, you're going to die. No matter what. First off, I'm smarter than you, Aaron. Also, I'm not the kind of guy to play around and dig himself an early grave. And I show great judgment in any kind of situation. I'm the perfect person to take on this responsibility. It should be me. I'm not keen on having your leftovers. But do we have any other good options? But then we'll have to watch that awesome guy die in front of us after just 13 years. You idiot. Huh? You go on ahead and become a commander in the corps, Gene. I'll take on Aaron's titans. Right, what do you think, Aaron? Connie. I'm a better choice than Gene, right? That's not good, Connie. Because you're an idiot. I mean, we cannot let an idiot take on such a big responsibility. I love how that's coming from Sasha. What a dork. I will inherit Aaron's titans. You need someone you can trust and who also has experience in battle, which means it has to be one of us. By process of elimination, I'm the only reasonable option you have. You guys. I don't wanna though. I don't wanna, but I'll do it. No, that's weird though. Didn't you just say that we can't let an idiot take on this responsibility? You're even more of an idiot than I am. So by suggesting you do it, you're contradicting yourself. Do you not realize that? Damn, he's really serious too. Like, they're sweating bullets. Fuck. I'm not going to leave the Titans to any of you. Why not? Because you are all too important. You're more important than anyone else. So I want you all to live as long as possible. I mean, how many years does Armin have on Eren? If anything, it should be Armin, right? Armin already has a Titan. Oh, this is another question I had. Does getting an additional Titan give you more years? Like Armin, alright, so if Armin got his Colossal Titan like maybe like 4 years after Eren did, does getting the Attack Titan and the Founder Titan give him another 13 years? You know what I mean? How does that work exactly? Shut the fuck up. Eren, are you blushing? You've gone and made everything so awkward. Sorry. Jean, it's just the color from the setting sun. It makes it look like all our faces are turning a bit red. Oh, right. It's just the light from the sun. Eren cares about us. So maybe he's only become aggressive towards outsiders people other than us. I'm sure he did it all because he cares too much. Are you saying he's doing it all for us? I don't think so. The old Eren did everything in his power to keep you away from the battlefield when there were Titans around, despite how strong you are. But he did that plan in Marley, knowing that they would back him up, right? That's what he's going to say. But now he sent Armin off to destroy a battleship and called you over to join him in battle. What'd I say? He said he cared about me and Connie, but he called us to the battlefield too, along with Sasha. I think that's because he can trust us. If we hadn't come, Eren would not have been able to accomplish anything. But if we hadn't come, Sasha would still be alive. Mikasa, do you know what Eren did when he heard that Sasha had died? Do you think he shed a tear? You think he was sorrowful? Stop that, Connie. He laughed? No. He laughed? Don't you think that's a weird thing to do? Sasha had just died and he... Explain that to me, Mikasa. Why would he laugh? You're the one that knows him best, aren't you? Aren't you? We should speak with Eren. Eren, Mikasa, and me, just the three of us. Let's try and get him to open up and talk it over. What will that accomplish exactly? That one time when Eren succeeded in using the power of the original Titan, Dina, a Titan carrying royal blood, was eaten by swarming Titans. This didn't happen because Dina willed it so. It was Eren's will alone. Which means that even though Dina's Titan was used as a catalyst for the power of the original Titan, it wasn't the one giving the orders. The one who gave those orders was Eren, who holds the original Titan's power. This mechanism must also apply to Zeke and Eren. If that's truly the case, then no matter what Zeke is plotting, he won't be able to execute his plan unless Eren wants the same thing to happen as well. Since Eren has the final say, as long as we and Eren share the same goal, everything will be alright. But what if he has the same goal as Zeke does? The corpse has Titanization formula. They can make the choice. You're saying they should have someone else who we can trust turn into a Titan. Someone who can take over the power of the original Titan from Eren. No. But Eren still has some time left. I know. That's why we need to find out what Eren's real intentions are. We need to make sure. See, what I think is happening right now, I think Zeke has an ulterior motive, right? And he's trying to use Eren. But Eren is, I think he's 3 chess moves ahead of Zeke. And he's got an alternative motive. You feel me? But it's still weird that he would laugh at Sasha's death. I didn't see that. I guess they didn't want to show us that. But that was kind of a huge reveal, depending on Eren's psyche, you know. We managed to run pretty far. I guess it's because we ran all night. What's gonna happen to these 2 kids, man? I hope they don't get eaten by Titans, bro. They're in a bad spot at the moment. You should take off that armband. It'll stand out. Even if they see it, an ordinary citizen won't know what it means. A soldier will. Just take it off. There won't be any soldiers so far in the countryside. But why wouldn't you just play it safe and take it off? I don't understand. If you keep wearing it, someone will definitely notice. We don't even know how we're going to get back to Marley. We won't make it back. I'm just going to do what I can to find Zeke and ask him what the hell is going on until they catch and kill me. Did he betray us? Did he betray Marley? Why did he do such a thing? You can do whatever you want. You don't have to tag along with me. So you're saying that I can do whatever I want? What I want is to get rid of this armband. Give it back! But why? What purpose does this thing serve here? I'm a good Eldian. Without this, I'll be no different from the devils of this island. She's confused, man. What are you talking about? Are you going crazy? Back off. Why of all people did it have to be you to come here with me? You managed to survive the attack, but now... What are you doing? Who's this? It's so early in the morning. Where did the 2 of you come from? We don't want to tell you. We hated our family. And we finally managed to escape. So we don't want to go back. Is that right? Damn, she's ready to fucking kill her, man. Holy shit. You must be hungry. My place is nearby, so come along. Wow. After examining the remains of the Beast Titan, we were able to find a small amount of remains from Zeke's body after he had been blown to bits. Oh yeah, they think Zeke's dead. That's right. But it is not enough. The parts we found were his arms and legs. It's all a setup to fool us into thinking he's dead. Zeke has been seen joining forces with the enemy and escaping in Zeppelin. Okay, so they know now for sure. Damn. If Pieg's theory is correct, Zeke has been planning the recent attack on Marley for about 4 years now by using collaborators from inside the Marleyan army. This 3D maneuver gear was upgraded to an anti-human model using Marleyan technology. Not to mention the Zeppelin they stole to make their escape as a state-of-the-art aircraft that can only be operated by highly trained army personnel. He probably had collaborators on the survey ships that were sent to Paradis Island 4 years ago. people from Eldian Restoration Movement, that is. Fuck. Fuck. We fought side by side all this time, and he was a traitor all along. Of course, we will not let him get away with it. All the reporters that were at the scene of the attack brought the menace of the Paratus Island to the world's attention. Immediately thereafter, all the world's superpowers joined forces with Marley to form a formidable military alliance, just as Willie Tabar requested of them that day. Yo, the way he sacrificed himself, though, was commendable. I will not lie. Tabar, oof. We have no intention to wait until Zeke's time is up. Within half a year, we will execute a plan to lay ruin to Paratus Island with the joint forces of the world's greatest armies. In half a year? So Falco and Gabby will only be rescued half a year from now? We will have to wait for the armies to gather. If we attack the Marleyan forces alone, we would have to take the tables turned on us just like last time. Zeke must realize as well that the Marleyan army has taken too much damage to attack straight away, and Zeke is not someone who would just wait around for half a year for us to come and kill him. So you're saying Zeke will plan some sort of counterattack during that time? He must have something in mind in order to stop him in his tracks. We can't wait for the world's joint forces to gather. We must launch a surprise attack on Paratus Island. Are they really, though? I don't think they can do it right now, like by themselves. I mean, Paratus, they basically have all the Titans at this point. These guys only have the Card Titan and the Jaw Titan. Oh, and the Armor Titan, but Eren alone, bro. Founder Titan, Attack Titan, Warhammer Titan. Like, god damn, bro. And then they got the Colossal. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be real good. There's no turning back from this fight. To be continued in the next issue. Oof. Oof, guys. Oof. Woo. Too good, too good. Not too much happened, but a lot of exposition, you know what I mean? And that's what Attack on Titan's all about. They got to make sure we know what the fuck is going down before shit goes down, you know? But yeah, all right, guys. Appreciate you reading along with your boys. Some Attack on Titan, chapter 108. And I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace.